What separates the best from the rest? Is it raw talent, luck, genetics? While these factors may play a role, the true differentiator between those who achieve greatness and those who fall short is self-discipline. Imagine an Olympic athlete preparing for the Games. They don't train only when they feel motivated, they show up every single day, rain or shine, whether they are energized or exhausted. They follow a strict regimen, push through pain, and remain laser-focused on their goal. That's the power of discipline in action. But self-discipline isn't just for elite athletes. It's the foundation of success in business, health, relationships, and personal growth. Whether you want to build a thriving career, get in peak physical shape, master a skill, or simply take control of your daily habits, discipline is the force that will get you there. In this book, we'll break down the code of champions, the mindset, routines, and strategies that allow the world's highest achievers to perform at their best consistently. You'll learn why motivation is fleeting, but discipline is forever. How to train your brain to embrace discomfort. The daily habits that compound into extraordinary results. How to bounce back from setbacks like a true competitor. This isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter, with relentless focus and intentionality. By the end of this book, you'll have the tools to craft an ever-winning life, where discipline becomes your greatest ally, not a struggle. The journey starts now. Are you ready to think and act like a champion? Self-Discipline, Personal Discipline Training Blueprint for Champions. Written and published by the Zillionpro. Chapter 1. The Foundations of Self-Discipline, Building Mental Toughness for Life. When Michael Phelps was a teenager, his coach, Bob Bowman, imposed a grueling training schedule, swimming 50 miles a week, twice daily, 365 days a year. No holidays, no excuses. Phelps later admitted there were days he wanted to quit, but he showed up anyway. That relentless discipline didn't just make him the greatest Olympian of all time, it rewired his mindset for unshakable perseverance. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up when you don't want to, doing the work when it's hard, and staying consistent when motivation fades. This chapter will break down the core principles that turn discipline from a struggle into your greatest strength. Discipline versus motivation, why one lasts, the other fades. The myth of motivation. Motivation is emotional, discipline is a decision. You won't always feel like grinding, but champions act regardless of feelings. Example, LeBron James trains at 5 a.m., not because he's always energized, but because he committed to excellence. The 40% rule, Navy SEAL mindset. When your brain says, I'm done, you're only 40% depleted. Discipline means pushing past mental barriers, just like elite athletes do in the fourth quarter. The science of habits, rewiring your brain for discipline. The habit loop, cue, routine, reward. 1. Cue, trigger, for example, alarm goes off at 5 a.m. 2. Routine, action, for example, workout instead of hitting snooze. 3. Reward, feeling of accomplishment, endorphins, pride. Repeat until automatic. This is how habits become second nature. The 2-day rule, preventing burnout. Never skip a habit 2 days in a row. Miss 1 day? No problem. Miss 2? Now it's a pattern. The willpower reservoir, how to strengthen self-control. Ego depletion and decision fatigue. Willpower is like a muscle, it weakens with overuse. Solution, reduce unnecessary decisions. For example, Steve Jobs wearing the same outfit daily. Keystone habits, small wins, big results. Identify one habit that triggers a domino effect. For example, morning workout, better eating, higher productivity. Example, Novak Djokovic's gluten-free diet transformed his energy and career. The champion's mindset, embracing discomfort. The 1% rule. Improve just 1% daily, tiny gains compound into unbeatable edges. Example, if you read 10 pages a day, you'll finish 12+ books a year. No 0 days philosophy. Even on your worst day, do one small thing toward your goal. Example, Kobe Bryant shot free throws with a broken finger because something was better than nothing. Action plan, your first 7 days of discipline. 1. Pick one keystone habit. For example, waking up early, daily workout, no phone first hour. 2. Use if-then planning. If I feel tired, then I'll still do 5 push-ups. 3. Track progress daily, journaling or habit apps, for example, Streaks, Habitica. Key takeaways: 1. Discipline, motivation, action precedes inspiration. 2. Habits run on systems, not willpower. 3. Small, consistent efforts outperform short-lived intensity. Chapter 2. Goal setting like a pro athlete, turning dreams into gold medal results. In 2008, Michael Phelps won the 100m butterfly by 0.01 seconds, the slimmest margin in Olympic history. That victory wasn't luck, it was the result of obsessive goal setting. His coach had him train for every possible scenario, even practicing with his goggles filled with water. Why? Because champions don't leave success to chance, they engineer it through precision planning. In this chapter, you'll learn how to set goals like an elite athlete, clear, measurable, and designed for inevitable success. Why most goals fail, and how yours won't. The problem with "I'll try" goals. Vague goals, "I want to get fit," fail because they lack clarity and accountability. Pro athletes don't try, they commit to specific targets. For example, increase free throw accuracy to 90%. The science of specificity. A Harvard study found that 3% of graduates who wrote down goals earned 10x more than the other 97% combined. Your brain needs a target, like a GPS needing coordinates. The Champion's Goal Framework, SMARTER. Athletes use structured systems, not wishful thinking. Apply this upgraded version of SMART goals. 1. Specific. So not say, "I want to be healthier." Say, "I will lose 12 lbs of fat in 90 days by strength training 4 times per week and eating 2,200 calories per day." 2. Measurable. Track progress like a coach reviewing game footage. Example, Serena Williams records every serve to pinpoint weaknesses. 3. Action-oriented. Focus on inputs, actions you control, not just outcomes. Example, instead of win a marathon, set run 35 miles per week. 4. Realistic but ruthless. Stretch goals should excite, not crush you. Usain Bolt didn't aim for a little faster, he aimed to rewrite history. 5. A time-bound. Deadlines create urgency. Example, increase sales by 20% in Q3. 6. Evaluate and adjust, the upgrade. Weekly review, what's working, what needs pivoting, like Tom Brady adjusting plays at halftime. 7. Reward milestones. Celebrate small wins to reinforce behavior. Example, after hitting a weight loss checkpoint, reward with a new workout outfit, not cheap meals. The Olympian secret: process versus outcome goals. Outcome goals, the what? Win a gold medal. Earn $1 million in revenue. Process goals, the how? Train 6 days per week with 2 recovery sessions. Make 50 sales calls per week. Why it works. You can't always control outcomes, injuries, market crashes, but you can control your daily actions. Example, Kobe Bryant shot 2,000 practice baskets daily, the process guaranteed results. Visualization and mental rehearsal. How athletes program success. Studies show mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as physical practice. Action step, spend 5 minutes /day visualizing. 1. The process, for example, perfect form on a deadlift. 2. The outcome, for example, standing on the podium. The accountability advantage. Why coaches exist. Even legends like Cristiano Ronaldo have trainers to track progress and enforce discipline. Your options: hire a coach, join a mastermind group, public commitment, for example, "I'm running a marathon, sponsor me." But no excuses. Contract. Write a signed agreement with yourself. I commit to goal by date. If I miss 3 days, I will. Consequence. Action plan, your 7-day goal setting challenge. 1. Define one smarter goal. Use the framework above. 2. Break it into weekly process goals. For example, read 50 pages per week to finish 12 books per year. 3. Schedule a weekly film review. Evaluate progress every Sunday. Key takeaways. 1. Smarter goals is greater than vague dreams. 2. Control the process, the outcome follows. 3. Visualization primes your brain for success. Chapter 3. Daily routines of winners, architecting your day for peak performance. Kobe Bryant famously started his workouts at 4 a.m. while competitors slept. When asked why, he replied, "The day is won in the first hours. By the time others wake up, I've already put in the work." But it wasn't just waking early that made Kobe legendary. It was his meticulously crafted daily structure, designed to maximize energy, focus, and recovery. In this chapter, you'll learn how to engineer your day like a champion, using science-backed routines that turn discipline into automatic success. The power of rituals: why routine beats motivation. The 90-minute focus rule, ultradian rhythms. Human brains operate in 90-minute high-focus cycles, studied in athletes like Roger Federer. Winners work in bursts, then recover, not in marathon slogs. The anchoring effect. Start your day with a non-negotiable win, for example, workout, meditation. Example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson lifts weights before sunrise, no matter what. The champion's daily blueprint. Phase 1. The morning domination routine, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. 1. Hydrate and move, 5 minutes drink water, stretch, or walk, activates metabolism. 2. Deep work block, 90 minutes, tackle your number one priority before distractions exist. 3. Physical mastery, 60 minutes, strength, cardio, or mobility, like Novak Djokovic's yoga routine. Phase 2. The midday performance window, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Batching tasks, creative work in the when willpower is highest. Meetings /admin in the PM, post-lunch energy dip. The 20-20-20 rule, prevent burnout. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Phase 3. The evening reset, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 1. Reflection, 10 minutes journaling. What were my 3 wins today? Inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger. 2. Digital sunset, no screens 90 minutes before bed, like LeBron James. 3. Sleep optimization, 7 to 9 hours in a cool, dark room. Studies show NBA players improve accuracy with extra sleep. Energy management greater than time management. The 4 energy quadrants. High energy, focused work, creative thinking. Low energy, PM, admin tasks, recovery, nap, walk. Pro tip, schedule tasks based on energy levels, not just time. The 2-a-day training hack. Elite athletes split training into morning skill work and evening strength. Apply this to work, deep thinking, strategy, writing. PM, execution, emails, calls. Recovery, the secret weapon. Why champions nap. Studies on NBA players show 10 to 30-minute naps boost reaction time by 34%. Action step, power nap or meditate post-lunch. The 1 day off rule. Even Olympians take 1 full rest day per week, mental and physical reset. No work, no guilt, just joy. Activities, hobbies, family time. Customizing your routine. Personality-based scheduling. Early riser, lion crush work by 12 p.m., like Apple CEO Tim Cook. Night owl, wolf save deep work for evenings, like Elon Musk. The 5-minute rule. If you resist a task, just do 5 minutes, momentum usually kicks in. Action plan, build your championship day. 1. Track your energy peaks for 3 days, use a notes app. 2. Design your ideal schedule using the 3-phase blueprint. 3. Lock in 1 keystone habit, for example, morning workout, no phone breakfast. Key takeaways. 1. Routine is greater than willpower, automate success. 2. Work with your biology, not against it. Recovery is performance, burnout kills discipline. Chapter 4. Overcoming obstacles and setbacks, the champion's guide to turning failure into fuel. In 1997, a 21-year-old Tiger Woods entered the Masters as golf's rising star, only to collapse in the final round with a disastrous 40 on the front 9. Most players would crumble, but Woods reset his mind, shot a tournament-best 30 on the back 9, and won by 12 strokes, the largest margin in Masters history. His secret? A mental framework for overcoming failure, one you'll learn in this chapter. The psychology of resilience, why some people break, others break records. The 24-hour rule, emotional reset. Champions allow 1 day to process a loss, then move on. Example, after a devastating Super Bowl loss, Tom Brady watched film the next morning to fix mistakes. The adversity advantage. Studies show early struggles predict future success. NFL QBs who faced adversity in college outperformed naturals. Reframe failure as data. Each setback reveals what to improve. The Bounce Back Blueprint. Step 1. The Next Play Mentality, inspired by Coach K. Basketball players are trained to immediately focus on the next play. After a turnover, apply it. After a mistake, say next play and reset. Step 2. The Postmortem without the drama. 1. Analyze coldly what actually went wrong, not why me. 2. Extract one lesson. I lost the client because I didn't listen enough. 3. Prescribe one fix. Next call, I'll speak 30%, listen 70%. Step 3. Stress inoculation training. Navy SEALs expose themselves to controlled failures, for example, freezing swims, to build resilience. Your turn. Deliberately step outside your comfort zone weekly, for example, cold calls, public speaking. The champion's mindset shifts. Shift number 1. From why me to what's hidden here. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team, which fueled his obsessive work ethic. Shift number 2. From fixed to growth. Fixed mindset, I'm just bad at this. Growth mindset, I'm bad at this yet. Shift number 3. From failure to experiment. Thomas Edison reframed 10,000 failed light bulbs as 10,000 ways that don't work. When the injury is mental handling burnout. The warning signs. Dreading work you once loved. Chronic fatigue even after sleep. Cynicism, nothing matters. The recovery playbook. 1. The 3-day reset, like an athlete's by week 0 work. Only joy activities, hiking, music, cooking. 2. Energy audit. Cut 3 energy drains, for example, toxic people, pointless meetings. 3. Small wins. Rebuild confidence with easy victories, for example, organizing your desk. The stories we tell ourselves. The power of personal narratives. Muhammad Ali didn't just say I'm the greatest, he lived into the story. Rewrite your script. Old story, I always choke under pressure. New story, I thrive when tested, like in past win. The highlight reel hack. Keep a folder of past wins, kudos emails, trophies, PRs, to replay when doubting yourself. Action plan. Build your resilience muscle. 1. Do a failure postmortem on your last big setback. Use the 3-step blueprint. 2. Schedule stress inoculation. For example, take on a scary project this month. 3. Create 8 highlight reel, physical or digital, of your top 5 wins. Key takeaways. 1. Failure is feedback, not fate. 2. Resilience is trained, not innate. 3. Burnout is reversible with intentional recovery. Chapter 5. The Discipline of Consistency. How Small Daily Wins Build Unstoppable Momentum. Cal Ripken Jr., baseball's Iron Man, played in 2,632 consecutive games, a record many thought impossible. Rain, injuries, slumps, nothing stopped him. His secret? A simple mantra: show up, do the work, repeat. This chapter reveals how ordinary consistency creates extraordinary results, and how you can engineer your life to make success inevitable. The compound effect. Why 1% daily gains win. The math of mastery. Improve just 1% daily, 37x better in a year. Decline 1% daily, 97% worse in a year. Example: writing 1 page per day equals 3 books per year. The paper-clip strategy. Visible progress. Place 2 jars on your desk. Empty jar equals goal, for example, 100 sales calls. Full jar equals 100 paper clips. Move 1 clip per action. Visual progress fuels motivation. The neuroscience of habits. How to make consistency automatic. The 20-second rule. Reducing friction. Want to exercise in the morning? Sleep in your workout clothes. Want to read more? Leave the book on your pillow. Science. Reducing startup friction triples follow through. The don't break the chain method. Jerry Seinfeld's secret to writing jokes daily. 1. Mark an X on a calendar each day you work. 2. Never miss 2 days in a row. The chain becomes sacred. The consistency killers, and how to beat them. Killer number 1. Perfectionism. Solution: aim for done, not perfect, like Amazon's Day 1 philosophy. Killer number 2. Boredom. Solution: add variation, for example, alternate running routes like marathoners. Killer number 3. Invisible progress. Solution: track leading indicators, for example, workouts completed, not just weight lost. The champion's daily non-negotiables. Rule 1: the 2-minute drill. Stalling? Do just 2 minutes of the task, usually, you'll keep going. Rule 2: the power of pre-commitment. Prepay 4 classes, lose money if you skip. Public pledges: I'm running a marathon, sponsor me. Rule 3: the weekly no excuses day. Pick 1 day per week to do everything you planned, no compromises. Case study: the 100-day challenge. How to lock in a habit. 1. Pick 1 keystone habit, for example, meditation, learning Spanish. 2. Set a 100-day streak goal, miss a day, restart. 3. Celebrate milestones, day 30 equals fancy coffee, day 100 equals weekend getaway. Why 100 days? Research shows that it takes 66 to 254 days to form habits. 100 is the sweet spot. Action plan, your consistency blueprint. 1. Start a 5-day microstreak, for example, 5 days of waking at 6 a.m. 2. Use the paper clip strategy for your top goal. 3. Eliminate 1 friction point, for example, pre-pack gym bag. Key takeaways. Consistency beats intensity. 1. 1 page per day is greater than 30 pages once. 2. Design your environment for automatic success. 3. Track leading indicators, not just outcomes. Chapter 6. The Body-Mind Connection: How Elite Athletes Use Nutrition and Fitness to Fuel Unshakable Discipline. At age 45, Tom Brady won his 7th Super Bowl, outlasting competitors half his age. His secret? A scientifically optimized lifestyle that turned his body into a discipline machine. From alkaline water to pliability workouts, Brady proved that peak physical conditioning drives mental toughness. This chapter reveals how to engineer your body to sustain elite-level discipline, whether you're an athlete or a desk warrior. The discipline diet: eating for mental clarity and willpower. The blood sugar willpower link. Science: unstable blood sugar crashes self-control. Studies show judges give harsher rulings before lunch. Fix it: eat protein and fiber every 3 to 4 hours, for example, eggs and avocado. Ditch sugar spikes. Serena Williams cut candy to dominate comebacks. The 80-20 rule of champions. 80% performance foods, lean proteins, veggies, complex carbs. 20% soul foods. Phelps' 12,000 calorie splurge included chocolate chip pancakes. Hydration equals discipline. Just 2% dehydration reduces focus by 30%. Pro tip: drink half your body weight, lbs, in ounces daily, for example, 180 lbs 90 ounces. Training like a pro: workouts that build mental toughness. The 4 pillars of athletic discipline. 1. Strength: compound lifts builds grit. 2. Cardio: it trains resilience. 3. Mobility: yoga equals injury-proof discipline. 4. Recovery: sleep is the ultimate PED. That no gym required hack. Bodyweight circuits, for example, 50 push-ups per day, build consistency anywhere, like Navy SEALs in deployment. The ripple effect: exercise boosts BDNF, brain fertilizer, making discipline easier. Sleep: the secret weapon of high performers. The LeBron James Protocol. $1.5 million per year on sleep tech, hyperbaric chambers, temp-controlled rooms. Why? NBA studies show extra sleep equals 9% faster sprint times. The 10-3-2-1-0 formula. 10 hours before bed, no caffeine. 3 hours, no heavy meals. 2 hours, no work. 1 hour, no screens. 0 snooze button hits. The discipline of recovery: why rest makes you stronger. Active recovery days. Champions like Usain Bolt do pull workouts / yoga on off days. Your move: walk 10,000 steps daily, even on rest days. The 5-minute recharge. Power nap, like Federer, or box breathing: 4 seconds inhale, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds exhale. Customizing your plan. Body type strategies. Ectomorph: skinny, focus on strength and calorie surplus, like young Michael Phelps. Mesomorph: athletic hybrid training, for example, sprint and lift like sprinters. Endomorph: stocky metabolic conditioning, boxing drills like Tyson. The travel hack. Bodyweight circuits in hotel rooms: 50 squats, 25 push-ups, 1-minute plank. Action plan: your 7-day jumpstart. 1. Upgrade 1 meal per day, for example, swap cereal for eggs and spinach. 2. Add 5 minutes of mobility work post-workout. Try Nike's 15 minutes yoga for athletes. 3. Track sleep with an app. Aim for 7+ hours. Key takeaways. 1. Food is fuel. Eat like your willpower depends on it. It does. 2. Train for discipline, not just aesthetics. 3. Sleep is your superpower. Skipping it equals stealing from tomorrow's focus. Chapter 7. Laser focus, training your mind like an Olympic champion. At the 2012 Olympics, swimmer Missy Franklin won gold by 4.7 seconds, a lifetime in elite competition. Her edge? An unbreakable focus ritual. Pre-race, listening to the same song on repeat. During races, staring only at the lane line to block distract irons. This chapter reveals how champions hack attention, and how you can too. The science of elite focus. The 90-minute gold zone. Studies show peak focus lasts 90 minutes, matching ultradian rhythms. Pro tip: work in 90-minute blocks like chess legend Magnus Carlsen. The attention muscle. Focus is trainable. MRI scans reveal meditators have thicker prefrontal cortices. Daily drill: 5 minutes of breath focus. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 6. The champion's focus framework. Step 1. Eliminate decision fatigue. Steve Jobs wore identical black turtlenecks to conserve mental energy. Your move: pre-plan your day's top 3 tasks the night before. Step 2. Create a flow trigger environment. 5 flow triggers. 1. Clear goals. For example, write 1,000 words by noon. 2. Immediate feedback. Use a timer. 3. Challenge skills balance. Tasks at 110% of ability. 4. Deep embodiment. Standing desks boost focus 53%. 5. High consequences. Public deadlines. Step 3. Single tasking beats multitasking. Data: task switching costs 40% productivity. Champions rule: like Michael Phelps mid-race, do one thing at 100%. The distraction kill switch. Digital discipline. App blockers, cold turkey, for writers, /freedom, for general use. Phone hack: grayscale mode reduces dopamine triggers. The 20-20-20 rule: every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds, prevents mental fatigue. Stress-proof focus. The Navy SEALs 4 breath. 1. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. 2. Repeat 3 times before high-stakes tasks. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding trick. Name 5 things you see, 4 you feel, 3 you hear, 2 you smell, 1 you taste, resets wandering minds instantly. Sustaining focus marathon. The Pomodoro Plus technique. 90 minutes work, 20 minutes recovery, better than 25/5 for deep work. Neurofuel snacks. Focus foods: blueberries boost brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Dark chocolate 85% and cocoa 4 flavonoids. Green tea, L-theanine and caffeine synergy. Action plan: 7-day focus boot camp. Day 1 to 3. Eliminate 1 distraction source. For example, delete social media apps. Practice 4 breathing before meals. Day 4 to 7. Implement 1 90-minute deep work block daily. Use grayscale mode on your phone. Key takeaways. 1. Focus is a muscle. Train it daily. 2. Flow state requires engineered environments. 3. Distraction is the enemy of mastery. Chapter 8. The accountability advantage: why even champions need coaches. In 1993, a young Tiger Woods fired his lifelong coach Butch Harmon, thinking he no longer needed guidance. His game plummeted. After losing streak, Woods swallowed his pride, rehired Harmon, and went on to win 6 of the next 9 majors. The lesson? Even the greatest need accountability to stay sharp. This chapter reveals how to build your personal accountability ecosystem, the secret weapon behind every sustained success story. The science of accountability. The 95% rule. Studies show public commitments increase follow-through from 10% to 95%. Example: weight loss programs with weekly weigh-ins triple success rates. Why we perform for others. Mirror neurons fire when we know we're being observed, boosting effort. Case study: Olympic athletes with coaches outperform solo peers by 42%. Your accountability toolkit. Tier 1, the inner circle. 1. The coach, paid professional. Best 4. Skill mastery. For example, business coach, fitness trainer. Pro tip: hire for tough love, not cheerleading. 2. The accountability partner. How it works: weekly check-ins with consequences. For example, $50 if I miss my target. Champion example: Serena and Venus Williams pushed each other through grueling drills. Tier 2. The outer circle. 3. Mastermind groups. Model: Benjamin Franklin's Junto Club met Fridays to review goals. Modern hack: join industry-specific groups. For example, Entrepreneurs Organization. For a public commitment. Power move: announce goals on social media. I'm running a marathon on the 10th of June. Ask me about my training. The feedback loop: how champions course correct. The film review method. NFL quarterbacks review every throw post-game. Your version: weekly self-audit. 1. What worked? 2. What failed? 3. 1 adjustment for next week. The 5-1 rule. For every criticism, give 5 pieces of positive feedback. Harvard study shows this ratio maximizes improvement. When accountability fails: troubleshooting. Problem 1. My partner goes easy on me. Fix: switch to a paid coach or join a competitive group. Problem 2. I keep cheating my metrics. Fix: use automated tracking. For example, fitness wearables, time tracking apps. Problem 3. I hate answering to others. Fix: start small, text a friend your daily win for 7 days. Self-accountability hacks. The Ulysses Pact. Pre-commit to remove temptations, delete food delivery apps during a diet. Use website blockers during work hours. The jar of consequences. For every missed workout, donate $20 to a cause you hate. Action plan: build your accountability system. 1. Choose one method from Tier 1, for example, hire a coach, and one from Tier 2, for example, join a mastermind. 2. Set up a weekly film review every Sunday. 3. Create one Ulysses Pact this week. Key takeaways. 1. Accountability multiplies success odds by 9x. 2. The best performers seek feedback daily. 3. Systems beat willpower every time. Chapter 9. The long game: sustaining discipline for decades. Like the masters. At 93, Warren Buffett still follows the same disciplined routine he established in his 20s, reading 500 pages daily, avoiding distractions, and making rational, never emotional, decisions. His secret? We don't have to be smarter than the rest, we just have to be more disciplined. This chapter reveals how to engineer lifelong discipline, not just short-term willpower. The marathon mindset. The 30-year horizon. Buffett's rule: someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long ago. Action: define your legacy goal. For example, be the healthiest 80-year-old in my neighborhood. The compound effect in action. Writing 1 page per day equals 30 books in 30 years. Investing $500 per month equals $1M plus at retirement. The rhythm of mastery. Seasonal cycling. Pro athletes, on-season, peak intensity. For example, 5 a.m. workouts, off-season, recovery /skill building. For example, yoga, film study. Your version. Q4, crush goals. Q1, reflect /plan. The 5-year reinvention rule. Like Federer switching from fiery teen to strategic champion, upgrade your approach every 5 years. Avoiding the discipline traps. Trap 1, success complacency. Fix: after wins, ask what's the next mountain? Like Elon Postisla. Trap 2, aging excuses. Science: 70-year-olds who strength train gain muscle like 20-year-olds. Role model: Jack LaLanne did fingertip push-ups at 93. Trap 3, motivation droughts. Fix: ritual is greater than feeling. Stephen King writes 2,000 words daily, even on holidays. The legacy systems. 1. The stop doing list. Buffett avoids all meetings without agendas to protect time. 2. The knowledge compound. Read 20 pages per day equals 30 plus books per year, 1,000 plus books by retirement. 3. The discipline dividend. Automate: health, meal prep Sundays. Wealth: auto-invest 20% of income. Action plan: start your 30-year discipline blueprint. 1. Write your legacy goal. Post it where you'll see it daily. 2. Block your next off-season, 3 days minimum. 3. Automate one discipline. For example, schedule workouts a year in advance. Key takeaways. 1. Discipline compounds fastest over decades. 2. Greatness requires seasonal reinvention. 3. Systems outlast motivation. Chapter 10. The Ever-Winning Life, Your Master Blueprint for Lasting Discipline. In 2017, 41-year-old triathlete Gwen Jorgensen was leading the Ironman World Championship when disaster struck, a flat tire at mile 80 of the bike leg. Most would crumble. Instead, she methodically changed it, lost 90 seconds, then ran the marathon of her life to win. This moment captures the essence of an ever-winning life. Preparation meets opportunity, disciplined action overcomes chaos, and resilience becomes reflex. This final chapter synthesizes everything into your personalized discipline operating system for a life where winning becomes your default. The Champion's Daily Architecture. The 5 core habits, non-negotiables. 1. Morning anchor, 90 minutes of prioritized work. 2. Physical mastery, sweat daily, even if just 7 minutes. 3. Deep learning, 30 minutes of skill building. For evening audit, 10 minutes journal, 3 wins plus 1 lesson. 5. A sleep ritual, 7+ hours, no screens, 90 minutes pre-bed. Pro tip, stack these like Olympic swimmer Katie Ledecky, whose 4:30 am workouts fuel her 3.9 GPA at Stanford. The Discipline Dashboard. Track these 3 metrics weekly. Area. Health. Leading indicator. Workouts completed. Lagging indicator, body fat %. Area. Wealth. Leading indicator. Hours spent on high-value work. Lagging indicator. Income growth. Area. Growth. Leading indicator. Pages read or skills practiced. Lagging indicator. Promotions/certifications. The crisis protocols. When everything falls apart, because it will. 1. The 10-minute reset. Step away 4 breathing, hydrate, do 1 small productive task, rebuilds control. 2. The bounce back sequence. Day 1, rest and reflect. Day 2, 50% effort. Day 3, 80% effort. Day 4, full restart. Proven by Novak Djokovic's comeback after 2017 elbow surgery. The legacy loop. 1. Quarterly trophy checks. Every 3 months, ask, am I closer to my legacy goal? What needs to change? 2. The ripple effect. Teach these principles to 1 person yearly. Accountability compounds. 3. The discipline dividend. Automate investments in health, annual physicals, wealth, auto-investing, wisdom, book budget. Your final action plan. 1. Build your dashboard. Track 3 metrics starting today. 2. Write your crisis protocol. Post it on your fridge. 3. Schedule your first trophy check, 90 days from now. Closing thought, the discipline paradox. Discipline feels restrictive at first until you realize it's the ultimate freedom. Freedom from regret, from helplessness, from being at the mercy of your moods. Now equipped with the same systems used by Olympic champions, billionaire investors, and historymakers, you're not just ready to win, you're built to keep winning. The starting gun has fired. Your ever-winning life begins now.